and welcome back to GTE Retro World. Well, today we're going to put a couple of T&Ks up. I mean, I've done this time and time again over the years. Whether it's been for myself or helping other guys out and whatnot. Well, I'm going back years like now, but I thought I'd just show you a little. I mean, to be honest, you probably know what you're doing with half of this stuff, but I thought, what the hell, we'll do a little tutorial. It might help someone out. Anyway, T&K brackets, as you can see there. You're going to need 5 Rawlbolts for this. You've got 2 in the bottom and in the T, sorry, and the K you've got 3. I tend to use Rawlbolts. I just find them just the best. I mean, these have changed actually over the years. They've gone nice colour now, aren't they? But yeah, anyway, last time I did this was, I don't know, 15 odd years ago. So yeah, they've changed them a little bit. Look a bit brighter. And to be honest, they're actually cheaper. The M10s, so they need a 16mm drill, and I've tripped myself to a new drill bit today. Can you see? A nice DeWalt 16mm, so that should go through like butter. You need a 17mm socket, so that's what we've got here. Nice 17mm there. These want to be torqued up as well to about 27 Newton meters. I've got a bit of a feel for that because I've, like I say, working on cars over the years, you just get a bit of a feel with torque wrench settings. But a daft little level for leveling things up. This is pretty nifty. This has got a magnet on the bottom of it, which is quite. I've only had this a couple of years. It's been quite handy actually. And obviously a drill, a decent hammer drill, and a pencil for marking your holes. And that's about it, guys. It's pretty straightforward, really. And just make sure you only go to the right depth of with these. Don't go too far in. You know what I mean? You don't want to split your brick once you. If you go too far in with these, you'll find that half the bricks will just split. You know, so you just want to go in the depth that I recommend. But anyway, we'll crack on. Was initially going to put it here, but you can see we've got a bit of a rock, so I've dropped it down a bit. Always go between 2 bricks as well if you can. In fact, I just would anyway. It just saves any stress on one brick, you know. So, and try and get in the centres or somewhere near, you know, within reason. This is levelled up here. Still should be somewhere level that. Yeah, it's near enough that, as you can see. But what I'll do first anyway, I'll drill 3 pilot holes, and I'll go in with a 16mm bit. And the pilot holes, I'll probably use a 5 or 6mm bit or something like that. That'll do. And like I say, once this is actually on the wall, before I put the second T down below me, I'll put the pole against it and level it up properly there, you know, just make sure it's bang on. So I'll just put the pole against here, stick a clamp round it, and level up down the bottom. It just makes life, well, just makes it easy and a lot neater as well, you know. It's going to be completely level. What I'll do now, I'll drill these 3 pilot holes. All being well, you can see this in the frame. Like I say, it's not rocket science, but if it helps someone out, it helps someone out. Just make sure you're going between 2 bricks. It just makes sense. So we'll get the drill. Right, hammer time. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in about 60-65mm with this little pilot drill. It's a little 5mm, so it should be ideal. And we'll get bang on dead centre there, somewhere near you. You get a bit of movement with these, it's not so bad, but just take your time. Next one. Like I say, guys, it does help to use a decent bit as well. These are quite deep, you know, the DeWalt, they're alright, middle of the range stuff. Right, let's get in with the 16mm. There's one done. Number 2. That was a tough one. Probably a bit of slag in there, something. Made mince of that. Good little bit, that. It's alright. I think it was about £6.79 from Screwfix. Like I say, it's middle of the road drill bit, but yeah, no problem there at all. Right, next step, we'll put the Rawlbolts in. Right, okay guys, there's the holes drilled anyway. Now when you're fitting these, just be very careful. Don't be tempted to put these in first and knock the bolt through before you've actually got a thread on that, or you'll just lose them. You have to, oh, it'll be a pain in the ass. You're gonna have to get more anyway, that'll be for certain anyway. So basically, just as you can see there, they're locked in, that end of it. Just drop them in there best you can, and there we are. Just literally just gently turn them out. If you're very careful, it'll be fine. In fact, you don't have to be careful as long as you don't just hit them with a hammer. Just gently drop that in there, not too fast straight away, you don't have to go crazy. I don't normally anyway, just so in case you have any problems. That's it. Just pull them bolts out. Same again for this one, the bottom one. Just pull the bolts out. Right, there we go. That's a lovely fit, that there, perfect. Absolutely bob lob on them. Yeah, they're near enough anyway, so I'll stick them in my pocket, and I want to nip down and grab the T. I should have said the K. Right, okay, K in the hand. K in the hand, right. So what we do next, we're going to get a bolt with a washer on it. I mean, I suppose you dare say you could put another washer on there, but it's not really needed. Just gently just feed her in there, you'll feel it. Just be gentle. Don't press too hard because you don't want it coming out of its enclosure. And you can see there it's got a tug on that. Do the same again for the other side. There's a bit of a pain with these brackets because they're ideally, I'm wanting the antenna I'm bringing the antenna from around this side, so I'm gonna have to walk around down the side of the property, then come back over to here to mount the bloody thing, which is a right round pain in the backside, which I didn't bank on, but never mind. That's another story. Right, now that's going to hold itself there, no problem. Last one. Just drop the hammer there. Hopefully I won't need that. And there we go, guys. That is somewhere near. Like I say, just use your hand. And always use the correct bit. I've seen people reaming stuff out with old bags of crap, and oh dear me, no point. Yeah, right. We'll get the socket on there now. I mean, I could use a torque wrench, but I don't need to. But if you're a bit uncertain, guys, just use around about 27 Newton meters of torque on it if you've got a wrench. Right, okay, let's get this leveled up there best we can before we nip it up. 17mm socket on these bolts. As you can see there, guys, it's just simple task of getting it somewhere near. And I'll just give these a little tap in. There you go. You need it when it just hits the very gently. There's nothing crazy to do there. Then we'll try nip one up. I go around them all like in the sort of my own type of sequence. I suppose it doesn't really make much difference, but like I say, about 27 Newton meters. Oh, you get a feel. I mean, to be honest, you could swing off that now. There's no way that's going anywhere. No chance. I only use a small socket wrench. Well, I say it's a medium size to be honest, so you're not getting a load of leverage on these because it's, like I say, it's not needed. 27 Newton meters. I think I've said that about 50 times, haven't I? Right, that'll be somewhere near. This one needs a bit more of a, you can just feel it. That's it. and that's it. That's no problem at all there, guys. That's the K fitted, straightforward, and it's level, and it'll last a lifetime. Like I said, just make sure we go in between two bricks, and it'll just make it a bit more substantial. Right, these U-clamps, God, these are aged, years old, never been used again, but I've got about, I don't know, half a dozen of these or something like that, so they're nice to have. So we'll use these, but I want to put a bit of 3-in-1 oil on these. 3-in-1 oil there, this is a bit old school as well there. I'm just gonna run a bit on there, just to make life a bit easier. That's it. And we'll lob a couple of washers on the back of there as well later on. But for now, I'm going to throw the scaffold pole up there. We'll get that there. Shove you in there. I won't bother with any washers on just yet because this is coming down to lob an antenna on it. It's a bit of a faff of work going on about it, but I've got plenty of time on my hands. It's not like I need to rush. Make sure the job's somewhere near right. And there we go. So what we do, I like to centre these up somewhere there. So centre them, then you can do a bit more flare room at the bottom. Right, I want to take this about just over 6 foot off the ground, maybe 6.5 foot thereabouts. I was going to go a bit further up, but I'm liking the area of this brickwork here, to be honest. Like I say, I always think of your brickwork, keep it nice and, you know, you don't want it rocking really. But I want to go with that. That gives me like about 5, let me little thing, by the time I get a pole on the top, about, yeah, 30 foot up, which is ample enough, dear me. Christ no, you're too old for all these silly 40-50 foot antennas, but yeah, that should be fine, that be spot on. So what we're going to do here, we're going to level this up all the way around and get this positioned, and we'll go from there. As you can see, guys, this is why I always said there, just put a pole there first if you want to get it. I mean, I'm splitting it. I mean, if I put that up there now, an antenna on that, you wouldn't hardly tell. But if we get it somewhere near, it'd be nice, you know. Like there. Get this T-bracket. Okay. Level up against there, as you can see there, which is bang on there, look, spot on that. Almost centering the brick, a bit lower down that if you can, you know, like here, you know, where the strong area of the brick is, because we've only got 2 here. I mean, sometimes it's nice to use 2 Ks, but it's not needed. Like I say, it's a bit overkill really. What I'll probably do here as well, if I do lift it up, I'll probably use a scaffy dog and push it up, put the dog in, put another piece underneath and just leave it there as a permanent fixture if it seems alright. But at the moment I'm messing about with so many antennas. So exactly the same process as the top bracket. We're going to drill some pilot holes in here. We're going to attach this T bracket, pilot hole, 16mm hole, and we'll come back when it's done. Okay guys, there she is, all fitted. It's literally 6 foot to the bottom of here, so nice and easy to work on. Total, we've got 25 foot up there, so I'd measured it there. We've got, like I say, 25 foot to the top of that. Easy manageable, rock solid. Antenna needs to go up there now. I could probably get away with another 10 foot pole in there, so if we say 32ish foot or 30 foot thereabouts, with another sleeve in the top. The antenna on top of there, that should be great. I can drop that down to around about, I say, maybe 25ish thereabouts, 26 foot, you know, within reason. You've got a lot of scope really. If I sleeve another section in there, which I'm going to have to anyway for the antenna, because yeah, they're a bit wide, these scaffy poles really, but they're just so useful, aren't they? I just find them just nicer to use, solid as a rock. And if you bring them down to earth, you know, there's no leverage then, so in the winter I can just drop it straight down, and I'm still going to have like 25 foot on there enough thereabouts. So yeah, it's pretty good really. Anyway guys, that's about it really. I better get all this shit cleaned up, because I want to get him bothered here. Look at all the crap I've got down here. Look at this lot. Aye. And put the good lady's hammer back. Anyway guys, that's it. Pretty straightforward. It may have helped you, it may not have. It means nothing. They're not rocket science to fit these Rawlbolts and brackets or whatever you want to, you know. Yeah, it might help someone out if you just have a. If you just take your time, you can't go far wrong. I'm just debating whether to put the beam on here now. I'm more thinking about moving the beam to this area now, and putting the vertical in the centre of the property. It's just come to my head. So the rotator on top of there and the beam, yeah, that's my plan anyway. Maybe just put a 2-metre antenna on top. That's the idea. Oh, this is the holes I drilled here, look. As you can see, we're expecting a few more antennas to go through the wall. And it's basically just 15mm plaggy pipe that I'll drill through, push through the other side so it can feed the coax in and out with these. And if you need to mess about, put a bit of silicone around there, and that's it really. They're going nowhere. It looks a bit neat, but it will do when we get it all pinned in there, like. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to get another few more antennas up, aren't I, really? Make use of that. Anyway guys, on that note, there she is, all ready to go up there, and we'll get that antenna up over the coming days, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for viewing, and subscribe wouldn't go miss if you haven't already, and we'll catch you later guys.